students who study architecture here, and they went to Europe before COVID, regularly to Europe just to compare architecture, and yeah. Next one, the next aspect of why we will never be Europeans in the closer future time is that we do not know, or we do not have free time. By that I mean, so what do you people usually do with your parents, right, who have job from 6 to 8, from 8 to 6 or 9 to 6? What do you do after work? Like, give me some examples. So you worked hard, right? You went home, or what do you do usually? Any?
Watch TV or something.
Okay.
The holiday or finish the work.
Regular day. Regular
day.
Like, do you go out when you, at least when you have dinner? Do you go out?
Yeah, we'll have a time with friends
That's what you do here or in India?
in India.
So you also go out.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, going out to the restaurant is not a big deal, right? You want it, you go. It doesn't matter when. You don't have to have weekends for that. Not for Ukrainians. Yeah. Let's go to Europeans first. Yeah. This is what European people like in Taiwan. They do the same. Example. It's pretty much the same. The EU is like in Taiwan. They want to go out. They don't like. I know a lot of tons of Europeans who say, I don't want to cook tonight. I just don't feel like cooking. Let's go out. Like, let's go to the restaurant. Let's go to the bar. Yeah, the whole family just stands up and they go to the restaurant. What else they can do? Picnics. Yeah, Europeans love picnics. Like, they have a lot of natural area, like forests and parks and all of the green stuff. Do you want to, have fun with friends? You go to have picnic. It doesn't have to be weekends necessarily. They do a lot of concerts. Europeans are crazy about concerts, and I think all people in developed countries, they do like that. Europeans like to have little concert, and by little concerts I mean gigs, right? You know what gigs is? Like when you have a specific musician, right? And it's not a big concert, it's a very little concert up to like 50 people. That would be a gig, right? Closed event in a bar, in a pub. That's what they do. And for us, for Ukrainians, that would be a free time routine. So what you do is you work. When you come home, if you still have energy, you cook. Then you fall asleep. You don't go to sleep, you just fall asleep. And then you wake up, you take your kids to school, and then you work again, and that repeats. I'm talking about the usual people, majority of the mass of Ukrainians. Russians the same, Belarusian the same. There is some percentage of people who act like Europeans because they have either money or time or both of it. Not for Ukrainians. Let me explain why. When you work, you work like a workhorse. Like you go to your job, you have to work hard, not because you want it or it's just your type of brain, but because you have no other option. If you do not do that, you will have no money, your kids will have no money, and blah, blah, blah. And when you do overworking hours, no one pays you, usually, right? If it's like American company, they might do that probably, I'm not sure. But in regular Ukrainian companies or governmental structures, they don't pay you. So if your boss tells you, like, you have to finish that, like, you have 1 minute until your working day stops, and then they will come to you with a pile of documents and like, do it. I don't care why, when, or how you will do it, but do it, right? And you have to stick with that because otherwise you will be either fired or you will have bad, communication in the future, and which will lead again to that you will be fired. No one pays you, so when you come home from work at 8 p.m., so you go to work at 8 a.m., right? You come back home at around 8 p.m. maybe, Some people come at 9. Like I remember when I was a kid, my stepdad used to drive us to school, which was 8 a.m. and he would come back home at 8:30, 9 p.m.
That's 13 hours work.
Yes, yes. Oh, and he has a very, that kind of job that makes you feel very nervous. You are in a tension, always in mental tension. And he would work because, like, again, that's what I said. You have no other option as to work, and that applies to majority of people. When you come home, you have no energy, you have no power to do anything. Maybe even if you have some extra funds or extra time, you want to go out with your friends. Imagine that, right? You just don't want, because you want to, you know, sit or lie down and relax a little bit. Or people who have kids, right? They have to do their homework with them. It really makes you feel even more depressed. Then you go to bed at around 12, you know, and then you wake up. It's not a bit, it's depressing, right? Compared to Europeans. Europeans, if your working day ends at 6, right? Your employer doesn't have any rights to tell you, hey, you're gonna stick tonight. Oh, no. You will go to European court and, you know, do something to that guy, right? And they have time, they have energy, they have time to be with their kids, to go to the restaurant, and their work is well paid, I mean, compared to Ukrainians. So yeah,